Is something amiss, Master Pasor?
Ah! The key! It's gone! Aha! Thief! You must have made off with it when you attacked me so viciously earlier.
Who, me? A thief? Are you joking?
Produce the key this instant!
But I didn't steal your key.
If you relent now, I will ensure that your sentence is light.
Get the fur out of your ears. I said I didn't steal anything. Go bother someone else with your temper tantrum.
They're all fox people. Wait, the dock workers aren't. Some of the citizens were, though.
Careena seems to have picked a fight with the wrong individual.
You know that guy?
That's Pasar, one of Illystana's most notoriously ambitious magistrates. Rumor has it he has his sights set on the throne. In any case, he'd have no trouble pinning a petty crime on an innocent bystander.
Well,
We should
you
step
have
in before
3
this
knives
escalates
that
into
could
something we
solve the
can't handle.
problem. Hello everyone, I am PyroFalkon and this is Visions of Mana. I was exploring the town, trying to go over here to check the equipment, and surprise, I fell into a cutscene. Alright, anything I have to worry about here? It looks like this person is selling the exact same stuff, so nope. Let's check the armor real quick. Probably nothing of note here.
Welcome. We've got what you need.
Nope. Same stuff everyone's wearing. Okay, cool. So we can just move on with the story. How is Careena gonna get out of this mess?
Stop this! Careena isn't a thief. You've got the wrong person.
And who might you be? An accomplice to this vile criminal?
I'm going to be your murderer
Let me be
if you don't
perfectly
step
clear.
off me.
She stole nothing from you.
Fine! If you reprobates will not surrender the key, you can go looking for it. This girl will be held under suspicion of theft until you produce my effects. Understood? If you cannot find my purloined property, you and your band of hooligans will be tossed overboard the Primm. Perhaps the fishes of the deep will be more lenient towards larceny.
Yeah.
Don't worry, okay? I'll find it. I promise.
How? We don't have a clue where that jerk dropped his key. What if you can't find it, huh? Then we'll all get keel-hauled.
We'll be fine. I'm here to
Still
protect
make
you.
a break for it, you know. Just say the word.
Actually, yeah, I that would be what I would choose to do.
Coming with us. No thieving newcomer will ever escape justice.
I may be a newcomer, but I'm no thief, you morons. You gotta believe me.
Believe you? Ha! Who would trust such a rowdy delinquent?
We believe you, Careena.
Okay.
Okay.
We don't need the declaration of
Guess
loyalty
I gotta
here.
search the town.
You two gonna help, or are you just gonna stand there looking
There's
good?
no way Careena stole from that blowhard. Just you wait. I'll find that key.
Alright,
It's gotta
well,
be somewhere in town. I'll ask around and see if anyone has a lead.
I was
I can
going
handle
to
this.
talk to the guy, but the star is telling me exactly where to go. Well, I know I said I wanted to see the ocean, but not so close that I'm swimming with the fishes. You gotta save me, Val. Oh, I should have done my Southern Belle accent, or tried. I haven't done that accent in a while. Where did I see that blasted key? Pasar. Just like a good corrupt government official. Oh, sorry, dog. Wait, can I pet you now? Have they patched the petting in? Nope. Nope. Minus 15, worst game of the year. I can't make that joke now that I know that the studio is shuttered. Even though this game just came out, I read that apparently the developer studio has basically had a skeleton crew the last few months just to get the game out the door, and now that the game is out, the studio is going to be shuttered. I hope that doesn't mean that they lose all support for the game, but it makes me wonder what happened. Also, I can't open the treasure, but This sucks. The video game industry sucks.
A man named Passar
nowadays.
asked us to search for something of his. Have you seen a missing key anywhere?
I don't know about a key, but this case got sent here by mistake. It looks like one of the magistrate's boxes. Maybe what you're looking for is in there.
Do you mind if I check inside?
It really seems like
Of course, of course.
the key would be the thing to open the box, but...
Aha! There it is!
Okay.
Hold your horses. Why give it back when you can have a little fun?
Oren, what are
Hey!
you up to?
Oren? Is that really you?
Also, how'd you get here so fast?
Don't worry. I've been keeping tabs on the situation. You go on ahead to the magistrate. I'll meet you there.
What are you planning? Why are you making my life difficult, first of all? Second of all,
Oren
why
looks
does
well.
Val...
That's good to see. How's he planning on getting the missing key back to that guy? Couldn't I just hand it over? Better go back and check on them.
Okay, Val is... I mean, it's really sinking in that Val is a naive country bumpkin, and it's probably going to catch up to him one of these days. But, I mean, it tracks with how mindlessly he's following this whole mana situation, and how mindlessly and fully he got into his role as a soul guard. But even with Oren being weird, Val's just like, it's fine, it all makes sense. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. Val, you are gonna get a wake-up call during this game, I promise you. Yeah, I'm trying not to talk to you, douche. There we go.
Now then, have you located my key?
Hey, mister. There's something stuck to your back. Oh, look.
Okay, well,
I think it's a key.
that's an innocent
Is this
prank.
what you were making people look all over town for? Guess it was here all along.
But how did it?
Well, I'm not surprised you didn't notice. Even a magistrate doesn't have eyes on the back of his head.
Huh.
So that geezer had the key the whole time? What a wasted effort on our part.
Don't tell anyone, but Val actually managed to find the key.
What?
I just helped to get back to Passar. Hopefully this way we can all avoid any aspersions cast on our names.
There, Careena. Now we can leave the port without any trouble.
Hopefully this hasn't ruined your excitement for the boat ride.
Though Passar will be joining us for the voyage, unfortunately.
I was in trouble back there, so what I mean to say is, thanks.
I guess we're lucky Passar
again?
moved on quickly.
I said, thanks everyone! Jeez, you see what happens when you play nice? You end up running errands for block-headed diplomats.
I wasn't playing nice. I was helping a friend in need. That's all. Plus, I am the Soul Guard. It's my duty to protect the alms from harm, both physical and reputational. I won't let anything happen to you guys.
God, I hope Val doesn't stay this lawful
Fine,
good for the entire
whatever
story.
you say. Now that all that funny business is over, can we get a move on?
Yeah, we better hurry on to that ship before it departs. That is where you're headed to, right? Come on!
The only thing that's making me a little worried about the story is Trials of Mana prove that sometimes when Mana games
I totally
tell
missed
stories...
when Oren planted the key back on that official. Oh well, at least Careena's in the clear. We should be able to set sail now. Am I missing anything? Better check before getting on the boat.
When Mana does their stories, they tend to be a little bit more simplistic and not as dark. Which is fine. I think it's a staple of the Mana games as a franchise. They are definitely more old
This might be
school
useful.
or fairy tale or whatever descriptor you want to give it. They're more straightforward, less, weird twist or going dark and gritty, that kind of thing. That doesn't mean the characters don't have growth, but it does decrease the chance that they're going to pull out some sort of really dark premise. I would prefer to see a dark premise, or at least just like the idea that, you know, everyone... Oops. Okay. Oh, hey.
Yes!
Like, not every story needs to be dark. Not every story needs to be this, this huge, deep, character study of the meaning of life or existential crises. However, you know, being an older gamer, I like older themes or more mature themes. So I'm hoping there's a little bit more than just the straightforward story we are being spoon-fed right now. But I'm having fun regardless, even if there's nothing more to the story. But it's still also super early days, so I really have no reason to be second-guessing too much. Alright, let's hop on the boat. I'm ready to
Primm
boat
will be
ride.
leaving the dock shortly. All passengers, please board at your earliest convenience.
Well, it's
We won't
convenient
be able to
now.
come back here for a while once we set sail. Did I forget anything?
I like that warning. So that probably gives me one final chance to go back and do some side quests. For the sake of the show, I'm just going to go forward. Hopefully that doesn't bite me in the ass. And maybe the fast travel will let me come back here anyway. Either way, let's just give it a go. I got to see where the story goes.
Eoren! I wasn't expecting that trick of yours. It was pretty risky considering the target.
I like to keep things interesting.
What a coincidence that we meet up again here of all places. You left so suddenly last time.
Sorry about that. You two looked like you had everything covered. Traveling with some new friends, I see.
Yeah, they're Alms too. Careena, the Alm of Wind, and Morley, the Alm of the Moon.
Really? The Alm of the Moon too, huh? Never thought we'd see another one after a Terran fell. Guess I was wrong. Speaking of alms, did you know there was once a time when we didn't have alms as sacrifices?
What? Really? That's weird.
That's the first I've heard of it. And here I thought I'd read every history book in the village.
It probably wasn't written in any of your local texts, Tina. It's a tale from ancient times. The tale of the legendary mana sword of the champion of the mana goddess.
A legendary sword? Now that does sound like a fairy tale.
Exactly. Stories of the goddess's all-powerful sword were passed down from generation to generation. Now it's little more than myth.
So generations ago, the Alms didn't make the pilgrimage? Hard to imagine a time like that.
No alms, no soul guard, no nothing. Back then, things were totally different from what we know today. So how and why did everything change?
I suppose... I never thought about it, really.
See, there is a slightly dark undercurrent there. Very slight.
Well, that was weird. Eoren knows some strange stories. I don't think anyone knows how and why the Alms pilgrimage came about. Or at least, I definitely don't. No use worrying about it now. I should check on the others.
I'm curious how much time has passed since the prologue and now. We didn't really get to know how many years it's been. It's been clearly long enough that Liza, according to that first city, she basically dropped off the face of the planet, which is fine. But if Eoren hates the mana tree or the mana goddess or just what that whole sacrifice is about, I'm sure he must have done some research on the past of it. And that's probably where a lot of this is coming from. He's got to know a lot more than he's told us so far. A time when alms didn't need to offer up their souls, huh? That would mean everyone's villages were safe even without the pilgrimage to the mana tree. What am I saying? We don't even know if the tale is real. Best to continue on our journeys. We have a duty to fulfill after all. How you doing, Morley? I never thought I'd get the chance to revive my home, and certainly not as an alm. Am I dreaming? The power to bring back mana to Eoren. If my sacrifice as an Olm can do that, it's a price I'm more than willing to pay. I can understand that. Especially if you save the people, too, not just the city. I meant what I said back there in the harbor. Thanks for believing in me. I'm not used to hearing people say that, but when you told everyone that you had faith in me, it felt important. I don't know. What am I saying? It's nothing, just forget it. I can't go to Southern Belle. That's the best I can do. Wow, that storm came on real quick. Suddenly rain.
Something has upset the water spirits.
Uh-huh. The spirits?
Something's wrong. The sky shouldn't look like this.
How you doing, Hina? Close to the railing just in case you get seasick?
You okay, Hina? The boat's pitching quite a bit.
Val, there's something in the water. I saw it right over there.
This is some storm.
Careful of the swell of the waves.
Oh, that is a Leviathan or something. No, more like a Kraken. He's gonna Kraken our boat in half if we're not careful. Hi, Eoren.
Gotta keep it steady.
Wow, Eoren has a lot of skills.
Hina!
Well, now we are kind of literally dead in the water. Okay. Well, don't you look angry. Time to go.
A squid? A huge deadly squid?
It's going to capsize the ship at this rate.
Well, I won't let it. Come on, everyone!
It still doesn't seem like I can target different. Well, I guess not with him. I was gonna say with some of the other enemies, I've been able to. I've been able to target different body parts, but okay, that time I can. I don't know if it really is going to do anything yet. Okay, I did critical shot off the tentacle, so that needs to be the target if I can help it. Ooh, didn't expect that follow-up attack. Okay, now what are you doing? You're doing something. And now it's turned into Nier Automata. Okay. Nope, everything's fine.
Okay.
I hate that I have to keep retargeting the tentacles. I guess since I can't hit the tentacles right now, then my targeting cursor won't even allow me to get over there.
Appreciate it. Thanks. It's time to show them just what I'm made of.
Yep, time for the power attack. Let's do it. Boosh! Who wants some fried calamari?
Reaching my full power.
That was a lot of damage. Was it enough for the kill shot? Nope, he's barely wounded now. Oh, phase 2. Okay. Hang on, everybody. I guess he's defensive debuffed, but I can't really take advantage of it. Yeah. By the time I got up there, his debuff wore off. Oh, shit. Oh my god.
Monsters come from.
What monster? Oh, those monsters. I was so busy looking at the floor, I didn't realize we were being attacked by every jelly. You know, I like the way they make the boss battles. They're not as epic as, say, Monster Hunter, but they don't have to be. They're still a lot more epic than the common fights we normally deal with. And I'm going to eat myself a candy. If I remember what the button is for it. There we go. Let me get used to my shortcuts again.
I can still fight.
This is some sloppy fighting. You and your stupid aim. I'm just gonna let that wear off. It didn't really seem to cause me too many problems. It's just a little goopy. Got more monsters who have shown up. Oh yeah, oh, never mind. I was gonna say I have boomerangs to throw, but no I don't. The others are handling it though. And it does seem like we're doing okay. Yeah, I was about to even throw a candy, and then I heard Hina say what she said. Leave the healing to me. And suddenly Careena's a lot more healthy. Excellent. It seems Hina's nice and aggressive with her heals.
Now's our chance.
And if she has magic points or something else that's limiting, I can't see it. What are you doing? Stop tipping the boat! God, I'm going to eat an extra helping of sushi after this.
I can still fight.
Of course we can still fight. Guys, you gotta do better about your dodging. You can practice your bull L's. Yep, hold on, Morley. I gotcha. Wait. Fuck. Oh, this is not quite as intuitive of an interface as it appears. It's gonna take me a minute to get used to it. Okay. You have to hit, like, left or right on the D-pad to bring up the ring menu. And then again hit left or right to bring up your items. And then this is controlled by the left stick. And then you use up and down on the D-pad to select your target for using an item. There's just so many things. Thankfully it pauses. If it wasn't pausing during that, that would be a real pain in the ass. Ow.
I can still fight.
I don't feel like I've done most of the damage here other than my limit break. Seems like whoever you control is the one who is generally taking the aggro, which makes sense. That's how Trials of Mana did it, too. The downside is if you want to try to play as anyone other than the strongest tank, then it's going to be a problem. At least so far I like Val specifically and don't really have too much of a call to change to the other characters. But once we get our fourth character, who knows? Maybe I will. Ah, poor Tesla. I don't care about the Kraken, he was mean, but the little jelly was cute. Now the sun is out.
The wind.
There's no sail, so this shouldn't be physically possible. Thank you, Sylphid, for breaking physics. I appreciate it. Hey, at least we're going to where we need to go, right? Even without a mast. You can increase the maximum number of nodes on an elemental plot by using special items. Expanding the elemental plot allows your characters to learn even stronger moves and abilities. If you find one, there's no reason to not use it.
Thought we were goners for sure. Glad we made it out alive.
So that's Soul Guard Tonic, a spirit item with the power to expand Vel's. Didn't see the rest of that. Okay, so let's try that out. So items, enhancement items, I assume. Yup, Soul Guard Tonic, use, yes. Use Soulguard Tonic 1X to expand Val's elemental plot.
I
Yes.
feel blessed by the elements.
Expanded his plot. Oh, okay. So now I can access his second set of commands. Although, since he doesn't have an element, there's no reason for me to buy any of these. I'm going to have to wait for another element, or I'm going to have to grab one of the elements off the other two. I wonder how fast elemental points come. I mean, Val's got 92. The other two have... Well, I guess everybody has 92. Just Careena's the only one who's spent any. So it comes fairly quickly. I guess there's no reason not to use it if I know I'm going to keep someone in a certain class. So if I'm going to keep Morley in Ara's element, for example, I may as well buy the rest. So... Press and hold triangle to repeatedly slash. Here you go.
Right track.
And then Feint increases critical hit damage. Here you
My
go.
horizons have broadened.
And Moon Energy uses the power of the moon to boost an ally's critical hit rate. Here you go.
I'm on the right track.
And I guess we'll just leave it at that for now. And then with Morley, I think I said like... moves magic, easy does it. Let's bring that up to reserve resources. Let's do that for everyone. I'm very offensive minded in RPGs, so is my you know, the best defense is a good offense. If they are dead, then they can't exactly hit you very hard. You all right, Val? My sequence breaking? Man overboard. I just wanted to go to the shit. I used to remember what that was called. The very front of the boat. It's not the... what is this called? I mean, the front of a ship is the bow. I swear that stick thing used to be... or has a name, but now I don't remember. Oh, that's gonna bother the hell out of me. I'm gonna have to bother Google after this. Anyway. How's everyone doing? You all in one piece? You know, other than the shattered remains of the mast? Seems our friend from the docks is still missing his key. But, Eoren, why? Why, Eoren? Is he anywhere? He doesn't seem to be anywhere. Alright, let's just check in on Hina. How you doing, sweetheart? I get to say that because Val and Hina are together, I guess. Oh, this is cute. Smooth.
Look there! That's got to be the harbor.
Hey, you two. That was some impressive fighting back there.
I don't mean to brag, but...
I told you. Val is the strongest swordsman in our village.
I see that. It was quite a show. Didn't expect that monster to turn into a rock like that, though.
Yeah, sometimes I can turn monsters into stones when I fight them. I don't know why, but it's something I've always been able to do.
I tried researching the topic, but I couldn't find any leads.
That's going to be
Well,
huge
maybe it's
later, I'm
something
sure.
You'll never really be able to understand. Another mystery for the history books. The world's full of them. Look there. You can see the Manador continent.
Eoren has both a lot of knowledge and
Hina,
yet
I promise that I'll never
shows
let a monster
himself
like
to
that harm
not
you.
care.
Ever, okay? I'll protect you.
An apathetic scholar. It's
I know
very
that's
odd.
silly. It's your job, after all.
Yeah, but even if it weren't...
We're taking the same path tread by hundreds of alms before us. We have to protect the future by journeying to the Mana Tree.
I'll see you safely wherever you need to go. I won't let you down, Hina.
Aw, get married, you shits.
We alms of the Trinia continent, fire, wind, and the moon, cross Talon Strait as we travel to Illystana, capital of the deep. Alms customarily receive blessings from the Queen of Illystana at the rites of initiation, as she prays for their safe passage to the Tree of Mana. It's a time-honored tradition, and an integral part of the pilgrimage. Other alms are meant to meet us in the capital as well. New companions to join our bonded group. But after the destruction of the Earth Village, there is no alm of Earth to make the journey. I fear for the world, now bereft of the blessings of the Earth Elemental. Be that as it may, I can't help the spark of excitement in my heart at the thought of all the new places and friends that await us.
Each one of those cutaways has felt like a prologue. This, it sounds okay. It sounds like she's writing in a journal or something, but like every time she speaks with that cutaway text, I'm like, are we just starting? Have we just gotten out of the tutorial again?
This is Ledgas Bay, the eastern port of the Manador continent.
My mentor described the route to Illystana when I was training to be the Soul Guard. We just follow the road. Liza probably used the same route to lead the alms when she had the job.
Ledgas is where I leave you. But at least I have something for you to remember me by.
You held on to this?
Yep, seems I missed my chance to return it to Master Passar. The medal's worth something at least. You could sell it to pay for your travel fare.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, you don't seem the type. See you around.
Eoren is so joyous, but if we hadn't played the
Doesn't
prologue,
seem like a merchant. You know him?
or I should say because we
We met
played
on
the
the road
prologue,
once. He was researching
there's too much
geology or
darkness
something.
in his heart at this point.
Geology. It makes sense if he comes from Guju, the Earth Village. The Gaians take that stuff seriously. Speaking of which, we must complete the pilgrimage, or else our homes might end up like Guju.
You're probably right.
Okay, listen up. First we head to Illystana. Then we meet up with the Alm of Water. And then we...
We request the rites of initiation.
Right, that! Can't forget those good old rites of initiation.
Careena, you have no idea what you're doing, do you? Well, the wall is pretty, but that doesn't tell us anything beyond it. Hina reacted like that it was this massive monumental
Ledgas Bay
thing.
is bigger than the port town. If everyone else is having a look around, I might as well take a peek.
I mean, yeah. It's an impressive wall. It's just we can't see anything else right now. Well, I mean, if there's nothing else to do, I can at least loot the random
This is kinda
locals
this
of
might be
their
useful.
of their worldly possessions, since I am the big damn hero and all that. I wonder if that's lesson one of being a soul guard. Just everything you see you can take.
Let's
No one
plan our
will
next
mess with
move.
you. Ah, can I fast travel back to the old areas? No. I can't. Yeah, I'm locked out. So you can see the other continent there to the southeast, but I can't do anything down there. I can't select anything. Interesting. So, well, whatever. But anyway, yeah, there's a slight amount of darkness behind Eoren,
Let me see.
and he doesn't, or rather, so we haven't mentioned Liza in his presence yet. Val clearly knows of Liza. I mean, we saw her in one of the earlier episodes where she was a soul guard, or at least a soul guard in training. So she must have made the journey, at least according to Val she did. So I wonder if something happened along her journey when she was leading the alms that made her less devoted to it, but then she became an alm. So, I don't know, man. There's something. Like I said, I'm just eager to see where the story goes. Second guessing is something I cannot stop myself from doing.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. $120. Okay, well, looks like all the shops
No kidding.
are up here. Yes, ride the elevator. That would terrify me, but okay. Glad it works.
We bid you welcome, Alms and Soulguard.
They're officials from Illystana.
The people of the fair city of Illystana have awaited your arrival with great anticipation.
The capital is but beyond Pritta Ridge. Once you arrive, Her Majesty will surely request an audience with you, at your first convenience.
Okay.
Master Basar, how fortunate that you have arrived on the same ship. As I am certain you are aware, the present company is this year's convoy of Alms and their Soulguard.
So you're Alms.
Oh my god, he has little buck teeth.
How long and arduous your travels must have been thus far. Pray indulge my silly musings on alms and their crucial duty. Would you say that the fairy's choice of alm is absolute, no matter the creed or rank of the person named?
Are you trying to be an alm pasar?
Imperative.
It is as you say, my lord.
And what could be nobler than to sacrifice one's very being to protect the flow of mana? Yes, you are all to be commended. We shall meet again, Alms, very soon, I am certain.
That wasn't ominous or anything.
Whoops. I meant to give him back his key.
Too late now. Not that you would have had a chance to get a word in edgewise with him anyway.
Why was he blabbering on about the fairy's choice being absolute or not? Of course it is.
I have no idea.
Pritta
We
Ridge
still haven't
continues
really
beyond the gates,
established
I think.
the
It's not far to the capital, but
importance
we should still prepare for
of
skirmishes along the
the
way.
Alm and the Soul Guard in regards to how they are perceived, I guess. It's the wrong word. I mean, obviously, in this culture, everyone knows what the Soul Guard is and what the Alms are and how important their job is. I'm saying, like, so we're going to get an audience with the Queen, right? Why? Like, is the Queen there to wish us well? Or do we have some sort of standing as the representatives of the fairy and the mana tree? Like, I wonder if in this world we're considered something like, maybe not the Pope, but like a lesser but still very important religious being, which would track with what we are. I mean, if we're here to sacrifice ourselves to the mana goddess, then if you squint hard enough, you could say that we work for the mana goddess, or at least, you know, we're on the same, we're pals with the mana goddess. So it would make sense that the secular government would want to try to get in good with the mana goddess, right? Is this making sense? I hope it's making sense. Spirit, MP. I'm just gonna... Oh, I can't afford all of those. Huh. I really need to be using these cookies. Every time I have a boss fight, I need to be using the cookies or something. Alright, well, whatever. Hello, shopkeeper lady.
Over here. Welcome.
Hi.
What'll it be?
Do you have better weapons? You kinda do? You don't. You have... Ah, that one's new and better and different.
Anything else?
Okay,
Thank you
go
very
ahead and buy and
much.
equip. And then... Parry dagger. You still can't use a knocker, but it's available as an item? Or an option? Same with mithril. Did
Please stop
I
by
did
again.
test them out with every element we have, right? I must have, because we only have 2 elements, right? We don't have 3 yet. Gear skill, vessel. Yeah, we only have the 2. What? Oh, I didn't have her try out Aura? Okay. Well, I mean, let's do it, just so we get it So we see the visual aspect anyway. So I guess she turns into a monk. Wow, that's a very custom-made armor. No, she still has fans. It was custom-made armor. It had one hole for her wing. Moon Charterer. Devoted observers of the celestial bodies, they can increase their teammates' critical hit rate and fling their opponents with a wave of their fans. So they are buffers. Yeah, no thanks. We'll just stick with Dancer, and Morley can stick with Nightblade, and Val can just be nothing. It's fine. So we must have another element coming very soon. If they're already selling weapons for a class I can't be, then there must be another element around the corner.
Will that be all?
Alright, I will take that armor. Careena will take that armor. Morley will take that armor. We're nice and strong. And again, I'm not selling items if I can help it. Especially since I can just run the side quests off camera. Okay. So let us push forward.
Illystana is the largest city in the world. The Queen governs the sprawling metropolis and its diverse citizenry. It became my second home.
Born in the moonlit parish and raised in the capital of the deep, right?
The one who raised me also lives here. I'll introduce you to him when we get into the capital.
Must be nice to have a guardian who cares. All I ever heard from my parents was how sad it was that I would never become an alm. But if you value your guardian's opinions that much, I can't wait to meet him. He's probably a real nice guy. So, what about your parents, you two?
Normal, I guess. My mom's real welcoming, and my dad works hard in his blacksmith workshop. He'd always get mad when I played around by the forge, though.
Come to think of it, I'm not sure if I've ever seen my parents get angry. All I can think of is their smiling faces. My mom used to say I'd be just like her when...
You are just like them, Hina. Always smiling, too nice for your own good.
I figured your parents were kind. And I bet they were thrilled when you were chosen as an alm.
This is also against most RPG tropes. Usually we've got missing our dead parents for the heroes.
Hopefully the Alm of Water has supportive family to see them off too, whoever they are.
Most families would be ecstatic to find out their relative has been singled out by the elementals and the fairy. Enough chatting. Let's go find the Alm of Water and see for ourselves.
Yeah, things are way too saccharine and sweet. It has been way too saccharine and sweet for nearly 5 hours of MSQ. I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop, man.
I'm not used to such a long stretch of good road.
That weird round water thing in the distance is part of the capital, right?
Yes, it's one of Illystana's famous landmarks.
The fact that we can see it from all the way out here?
Yeah, it's gotta be huge. I want to take a look from up close.
Again, I'm torn whether to fight or just to call the dogs, but if we don't fight, we won't level up.
Hey, Val. That one guy who helped clear my name, I didn't catch his.
Eoren?
What was it?
Oh, that was Eoren.
Well, I really appreciate what you both did for me, especially getting back at that loser. Don't let me forget.
Yeah, no problem. Eoren seems like a decent dude so far, but also if he turns out to be the final boss, I'm not really going to be all that surprised.
Grow stronger with every battle.
But at least for now, he seems to be on our side, or at least he doesn't want us to completely fail immediately. I still think he's just trying to... He's waiting for his opportunity to open our eyes about the whole sacrifice.
Maybe, who knows? I left without seeing them after I was appointed.
Well, I'm sure you have your reasons.
Just what I need.
Wow, you can really trust your allies here. They are very aggressive. They're doing most of the fighting. And I like that. I don't like being the only one who fights. That was a little change they made from Trials of Mana 2. They were a little too passive, your allies. You had to do a lot of the work. I mean, I'm glad they don't completely take over the work for me, but
Let's plan our next move.
I am glad they can at least hold their own and I don't have to babysit them all the time. If we get to level 12, I think I'll call in the dogs. That would get us on level to the enemies at least. Boosh! And we've still fought enough that we have enough money to buy our gear. Like I said at the top of the episode, that is generally my my threshold, knowing whether or not I'm leveled up enough.
Go to your head.
Careena, please wait. You always sound so stuffy when you say my name, Hina. No
Oh,
need
she
to be
literally
so
wanted me to
polite.
stop.
Oh, then in that case, I could call you something else. Careena? Oh, no, I couldn't. I'm already blushing.
Are you embarrassed?
Hina, you are a little too naive and sweet.
Of course we're close. Jeez, now you've got me over.
Yay, girlfriends. Oh, I got a core stone. Still haven't figured out what to do with that, which I don't think I'm supposed to. It says ability seed material, but it doesn't tell me what to do about that. I don't think I had a tutorial about that. Uh-oh. Did I get myself stuck? Oh, there we go. Let's say I got in there. I should be able to get out, too.
Let me see. Is this?
Okay, let me check real quick if I can do anything in the ability seed category with the... Yeah, there's just nothing. It's just the seeds that we already have. There's probably some sort of crafting something or other that'll get opened eventually where I trade in my core stones to get certain specific seeds. And then I can kind of custom make my loadout to hopefully complement all of my character skills. Just a guess. Not rushing it. The game does seem to want to throw a ton of mechanics at me regardless. So I'm sure I'll probably get that information sooner than later. Boop. Touch it.
Rest up.
Okay.
Welcome to the capital of the deep, Illystana.
Wow. The city looks like it's floating on water.
This view. I can't even put into words how wonderful it is.
You might be fine with just looking, but I want to get in there.
Alright, you got it, Careena. Don't have to tell me twice. It is a very pretty view. Oh man, I am going to enjoy doing the side quests between recording sessions
So
here.
this is what the world's biggest city looks like.
It may look grand now, but this city wasn't always as bustling as it is today. Its beginnings were quite humble. When the Aqua Orb began supplying the area with water, the people followed. Eventually, those people set off across the ocean and brought back trade and commerce. The people in their city ebb and flow like the water that gave them prosperity. It's always changing.
Very
now that
poetic,
I'm back in
more like.
Illystana, I'm beginning to realize just how trapped I was in the past. I look forward to taking these first steps into the future with all of you.
Illystana, capital of the deep.
Welcome to our fair city.
Hi.
Hey, we met you in Ledgas, right?
Do you know where we can meet up with the Alm of Water?
1,000 apologies, but the Alm of Water has not yet been appointed.
I'm sensing a pattern in our adventure so far.
Don't look at me.
Maybe we just walked fast and got ahead of schedule?
I'm afraid that we, too, would have expected the Alm from Illystana to have been chosen by now. In fact, our water supply has recently slowed to a trickle. If the fairy doesn't name an alm soon, I fear the capital may fall upon hard times.
However, now that the convoy of alms has arrived, we can begin preparations for the rites, regardless of the current status of our alm.
The alms rites of initiation will be held this evening in the Sanctorium. You've only just arrived in the capital, but hopefully that is not too sudden for your convoy.
Sanctorium sounds
You are free
like
to
an
roam the
insane
city at your
asylum.
leisure.
I don't want to
But
go.
if you wish for some respite, we have prepared rooms for our esteemed guests in the palace.
There are many places within the city that are particularly popular with visitors. For instance, the market has valuable wares sourced from all corners of the world.
Oh, and the view from the fountain square at our city center is a most beautiful sight. It would be worth your time to take a turn in it.
Please,
enjoy
your
your
stay.
Creepy. Also, did you just imply you want me to
Well,
bathe in
we've
the
got
fountain?
the run of the town. Any suggestions, Morley?
The official mentioned the fountain in the square, and that's certainly something you don't want to miss.
I'd like to do a bit of shopping if I can.
Of course you do.
You
Because
two
your
ready?
personality is girl.
Well then, let's go our separate ways for now and meet up again later.
Great.
Free
Although
for
shopping
the
does sound
evening,
nice,
huh?
just in case there's
So,
more
The
gear
market
and
or
such.
the fountain square. Morley did mention the square was pretty nice. Let's start there then.
Where's the... I see the blue dot. Oh, there's the treasure. Haha. Yoink.
Kind of exciting. This might be useful.
I got $700. Just robbed some poor lady's life savings. But that's fine, because I'm the big damn hero.
Yes.
This is a pretty large town, but not so insanely large that it's hard to navigate, which is nice. Don't care about the dud bears. I assume they're not going to be selling any gear that we haven't seen already.
Please peruse.
Oh, I am mistaken. They do have more gear already.
Only the best. Thank
Really?
you for your patron. Only the thank you for your. Only
Interesting.
the thank you for your patronage.
Okay, well, we've
Come
got
again
as
soon.
best defense as we can. So, are there new weapons too already? If there are, that really says I should have been doing some side questing. Nothing I don't already own, it seems. Yeah, that's still not an equipable class. Huh. Okay. Ah, the Blue Gale. So there is one weapon here that would be an improvement for Morley. Wait, how much is it? 1570. So it's not that much more. Probably one or two side quests will get me to that point. I'm so tempted to do a side quest now, but again, gonna wait. Gonna stick with my RPG abridged rule set I have made for myself. I will do the side quests off camera, but I will look for all my little dots that I can get. Okay, that one. Is there something in the water? I cannot water. Oh, yes I can. I don't see anything. I can't really dive, so... Oh, whatever. I just jumped in the water for no reason. No big deal. Get... Val. Val. Oh my god, Val. You are so inconvenient sometimes. You're like moving around a Grand Theft Auto character. Get up there. There you go, buddy. Oh, the dot was up above. I knew that. I was just testing all of you watching this to see about your powers of observation, to see if you had noticed this treasure chest. It absolutely wasn't because I got lost or anything. All right. We're running out of time. Let's hit the fountain before the end of the episode in the recording session. And if you've watched this far, I appreciate it, but please share the video. Give it a second watch if you have to. I'm looking at view counts to know whether to continue
Not
this
that I have many
series.
others to compare it to. Can't get too carried away, or I'll get lost in the sea of people, though.
Although the first episode did pretty well, so hopefully that can continue. I'm going to be playing the crap out of this regardless, but I would rather play it for you guys. That is a very feminine voice and
My
hairstyle.
apologies.
Were you hurt?
And lips.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get in your way. Are you okay? Oh no! Did you hurt yourself when you tripped?
Looks like a sprained ankle. It'd be best if you rested for a bit. I'll stay with our new friend until they can walk. Feel free to explore Illystana without me. This is your chance to see the capital. Alms are even allowed to enter the palace. Don't hold back on my account.
Got it. We'll pee in the ocean and throw a pie at the Chancellor.
Hope that
Whatever
guy
it
at the fountain
takes.
wasn't hurt too badly. At least Morley's going to stay with him just in case. Time to check out the palace. Who knows?
They're playing the
Those will not
pronoun
get another
game,
chance,
but
after all.
anyone who has an ear and any sort of sharp eyes for anime beauty conventions will know that that was definitely a girl in some sort of disguise. But for what reason? Intrigue. Wait, are these squirrel people? I was trying to figure out what we were looking at here. But that's definitely a squirrel tail, right? That's not a fox tail. I kind of thought that it was that like Passar was a fox guy because he had so many tails, but not with the buck teeth. Foxes don't have buck teeth, so they're squirrel people. Yeah. Look, I like my cat girls more than anyone else, but
commoners are not permitted to enter the palace. Now be on your way.
But I'm the Soul Guard. I thought honored guests were allowed in the palace.
would you like some peanuts?
Oh,
You could hide them in
we
your
did not
cheeks.
realize you were part of the convoy. Apologies for not receiving you properly, Soul Guard.
However, we can't let anyone but the alms pass. All parties other than the alms themselves must have separate accommodations.
We have reserved a room for the Soul Guard at the inn located in the market. I'm sure you may rest easy there when you need to retire.
Oh, well, thanks anyway.
Disappointing. I was hoping to be a menace in the
Queen
palace.
Palomina has slipped out of her room unattended again!
Hey, can't you see her in the presence of the Soul Guard?
No?
Sorry for the intrusion, sir.
How would they know?
So the queen just took
I'm
off?
not wearing any badge
Her
or
Majesty's been
anything.
sneaking out a lot lately. It's one thing when Master Passar isn't around to interfere, but we cannot keep this up.
We promised to have her back safe and sound, and in time for the ceremony tonight.
You know, sir, you may not be allowed inside the palace, but you can still go to the market.
There are wares from all over the world available in our stores. It could be worth a look. Find some souvenirs, maybe.
Souvenirs, huh? Come to think of it, Master Fugo liked to bring back trinkets from his
They went pretty quick from the queen is missing
Queen is
to,
in
hey,
the
buy
market
our
too.
shit.
It's
Give
not
us
a bad
money.
idea. Thanks for the heads up.
Oh, man, all these crises at once. Maybe we should talk to that guy
Souvenirs.
who's obviously wearing a fake mustache and see
Wait,
if he knows
what am I
anything
thinking?
about where the queen
Now's not the
is.
time for shopping.
That
I've got
seems like an
Soul Guard
incredible
duties.
coincidence. Maybe he's a kidnapper. Alright, looks like checking in with Hina will be the last. Actually, no, it's not. We are out of time for the episode. So I'm going to save here, and I will call it here. We will explore more of this town if you demand more visions of mana. Hopefully you do. I am going to play it regardless, as I said. It doesn't feel like I've played it for 7 hours already. And certainly I would have been here a lot quicker if I hadn't done all that grinding. But the grinding felt quicker than it was. Anyway, that'll do it for today. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you again soon for another episode, hopefully, or another series, or something. Stay subscribed. You'll see what happens as I put them up.